I was there when I needed someone who wasn't getting over you. When I move to the side, when I move, call you mine, and I know what you're feeling. I'ma take you for a ride, let me take it off your mind, cause you know it's a season. And I move, and I move, and I move when I ride, and I move, and I move, and I move when I ride, and I move, and I move, and I move when I ride, and I move, and I move, and I get so tired of.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today you're watching the ownership review of the 2023 all-new Hyundai Verna. I've bought this car in the month of May and I have driven this car close to 1,000 kilometers with about 80% in the city and 20% on the highway. So I have a fair bit of understanding to give you guys how the experience has been so far. So this is the fiery red color, a single tone Verna, about which I've already made a video. You can click on the banner here to watch that video. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, first up, let's talk about the ride quality and comfort. So the ride quality on the new Verna is tuned towards comfort. This is very good if you're driving this car mostly in the city conditions. The suspension of this car is neither tuned for extreme stiffness nor is it very soft. Again, I would say it's very ideal for city conditions. However, on the highway, it still gives you enough confidence to take your car approximately 150-160 kilometers an hour. It's not as tuned as the Virtus or the Slavia, which weigh up very good on the highway, but this is good in its own right. As far as the front seats are concerned, they are very well bolstered. They hug you very well, which gives you a lot of comfort, especially on a highway journey, long journey. Adding to that is the excellent ventilated seats, albeit it does make a little bit of motor noise, but that again is a compromise that you'll have to take in. The ventilated seats elevate the overall experience. As far as the rear seat experience on the new Verna is concerned, it is a big departure from the previous generation. There is enough room thanks to the elongated wheelbase. 3 adults can be sat at comfort, and the flat floor will also add to the overall experience. So a big thumbs up in terms of the ride quality and comfort on the all new Verna. Alright, next up, the steering feedback. Well, the steering feedback, again, the steering is tuned mostly for city driving conditions. It's a bit on the lighter side, which again helps you in driving this car and maneuvering it in the city. However, on the highways, you still have enough confidence given to you by the machine, because the steering weighs up nicely and it doesn't feel too light. Although again, compared to its rivals, it is probably 80% of what the rivals provide. But then again, if you drive it in isolation, the steering feedback is really good overall, especially when you are going to drive this car mostly in the city. This would be really good for maneuvering and navigating the turns. Next up is the driving dynamics. This being a sedan, and it only has about 169 mm of ground clearance, what that means is this car sits very low to the ground. That gives you very good ability to maneuver the car and put it to tight corners, thanks to the safety tech that comes preloaded, such as ABS, EBD, ESC and so on. The new chassis, however, isn't compensating to the power that this car can generate. I really wish that the Hyundai group could have made this overall car and the chassis a bit more tied well together. That would have elevated the overall driving dynamics. But then again, when it compares to its previous generation, this car does really good on the driving dynamics front. It has very good capability to be put into strong corners at high speeds, and the safety tech ensures that the car handles all of that really well. Alright, when it comes to braking, it varies from the variant to variant. The variant that I have purchased is the SX optional turbo, which means it comes with all 4 disc brakes. There is enough braking power that the car gives you. It again is not very sudden if you think about it. It's very progressive in nature. It takes the brake input very progressively and gives you confidence before it puts the car to a full stop. So the braking on this car is really good. Alright, let's talk about things that I really like in the new Verna. The top of my list is the ventilated seats. Trust me, I've got used to switching this on every time I take this car out. The ventilated seats in Indian weather conditions is just a blessing. It keeps you and your back really cool, and I don't know how else to say. This is probably one of the most underrated features, but I think every car going forward should have the ventilated seats as a standard, especially for Indian conditions. The second point that I really love about this car is the extremely smooth DCT gearbox. Now, DCTs have a very long history of reliability issues and so on, but then again, Hyundai has taken care of a lot of things. They have included tech such as auto start, auto stop of the engine that cuts off the engine when you are in a stop and go kind of a situation. It has auto hold, which all gives you a really good experience, especially with this DCT gearbox. The gear shifts, however, I would probably say can be only felt in extremely low speeds when the car is shifting from the first to the second gear. Other than that, the gear shifts are extremely smooth and I absolutely love it. The third point that I really like about this car is the overall infotainment system. Coming from my previous car and the cars that I have owned before, I find this to be the best infotainment system. It has loads of features built in, and the Blue Link connectivity with your mobile phone is also really good. The maps, the quality of the camera, the reversing camera, everything is really premium. The camera especially is very good in daylight conditions, as you can expect, but in the dark also it performs pretty well. The point that I like about the Verna is the Bose speakers. It comes with a subwoofer. It's very good. It's very balanced. It's not too heavy on bass. What that translates into is good music experience when you are on a highway. You can go on with the music on for hours, which is again a really good feature. The final point that I really like about the Verna is very subjective. Looks. I personally find it really futuristic, and I absolutely love the way this car looks. So these are the things that I really like about the new Verna. Alright, what are the things that I don't like in the new Verna? As you all are aware, the new Verna comes with ADAS kit level 2, which means it has a radar as well as a camera that helps in autonomous driving. Why am I including this as a part of things that I don't like? Well, there are a few reasons. Let me talk about it. The first thing is the forward collision braking, which is an emergency feature. It's very aggressively tuned. I have turned this feature off. This is because of the conditions that we all live in India. Here in Bangalore, it's really difficult to use this feature, especially when your drive mostly comprises of city drive. I've had a couple of instances where the vehicle in front of me was barely slowing down, and the Verna assumed that it's an emergency situation and it automatically braked while there was no need for actually braking. This again is really annoying. I tried to live with it. I tried to even collaborate with this feature. I tried to make it work for me, but then again I was ruining my own experience. The second feature is also something that I really dislike, and it's also again a part of the ADAS kit, which is reverse collision braking. This also is really aggressively tuned. I don't know why. Even if there is a car or a passerby or even a person just standing probably 10 meters away or 5 meters away, the car assumes that it's an emergency situation and it brakes for you. This has hampered my driving experience as well. So this is the second feature that I have turned off. The third feature that I have turned off is the auto start stop, which is again something necessary to keep the DCT gearbox in check. There is no way you can turn this feature off. Let me tell that to you. From the settings, however, you cannot do it. The only way to take control over this is by manually turning this off every time you switch the car on and you go for a drive. Extremely highly tuned, which again is not ideal for bumper to bumper traffic. In city conditions, like I've explained before, it's not ideal to have this feature, because you may just be slowing down and you apply a sudden brake and that's it, the car turns itself off. So it's kind of annoying to a certain extent. I have rather made it a point to turn this feature off every time I switch on the car. But then again, there are other features that are really good about the ADAS, such as the blind spot monitoring, etc., that I haven't untouched. These are excellent features. If you are driving this car, if you have taken a test drive of this car, you would have noticed that there is a warning notification that comes up called as children crossing ahead. There isn't a school on the road that I am driving. There isn't a child crossing the road yet. I get these notifications. So I tried to discover what was the reason, and one of the reasons that I found was that this is a feature that is coming from the maps. I have made a video already on how you can turn this feature off from settings. You can click on the I button here to watch that video and make the changes in your car. So that was the fourth feature that I kind of don't like in the new Verna. So these were my experiences with the new Verna, having owned it for about a month and a half, having driven it close to 1,000+ kilometers. It's due for its first service. I hope this video has given you details about the Verna's capabilities. And maybe it will also help you and guide you in your decision making if you're looking forward to buy this car. If you have liked what you have seen, give this video a thumbs up, give this video a like, put down your comments in the comment section, share your thoughts about the video, about the car, and also subscribe to this channel. This will really help me to make more such videos, and YouTube algorithm will pick these videos and share it to similar enthusiasts. Well, thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more videos from this channel.